Hello guys, back again. I thought I'd finish off showing you what I'd done in the other video because I run out of time. Still haven't made like a page. I was actually thinking, whereabouts is it? I've got this page. I was actually thinking of covering, because these are not very thick, covering these with some paper, and then that adds a bit of thickness. But I'm going to finish off some ephemera. So just pretend that this is like a page, and that will go there, that will go there, like that. And this will go here like this. Now this is just a normal junk journal envelope. And I don't know if I showed you. Move some stuff over a bit. Oh, my seat is sinking. Does that every now and again. Now, I used this bit of paper, and I like cut the strip off there, which I used to back these. So I had that bit on there. Then I cut off the butterflies, and I put them there because they're going to be little tuck spots. So I've got a little bit of butterfly left, and then I used this part on here. So I just used up the whole page, which is really awesome. And then the leftover bit, which is this bit, is the perfect size. I've also backed it with line paper. Used that last bit of line paper that I had on. I think I got from this. Remember I said there was line stuff on there, so I'm using everything. So that is the perfect size for that. And so what I'm going to do is use some of this and then put that on there like that, and just decorate it up a little bit. And then I'm going to put a little eyelet in there, and then I'm actually using one of your whale tails, Jeanette, and I was because it's going to go in there and come out there, and this actually matches really well with that. But I'm thinking if that's going to be sticking out the top, I think that is a better colour. See, that's the beauty of having these. I think even though it does match really well, I think this just sort of stands out, and it matches this quite nicely. Okay, so I'm going to be finishing up some of those, so that we've got a bit of an idea. So at the moment I'm making ephemera. So this, as you know, is a bit of a process. And then I'm going to, if I've got time, create, I don't know where that is. Where did I put it? It was my little I must have hidden it underneath all the papers when I moved everything. Oh well, I'll have a look in a minute. Okay, so I'll move this out of the way. So these are pretty much done. I'm just going to put some of the fabric on there. I love how this is looking. Looks so good. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is what I'm going to do. I've got this, which I really would like to create. I might even use it to put, you know, that picture of my mum and dad. And I'm even using, finally got my sewing machine fixed, yay! And I like that. That's the you know, the fixed card and all that kind of stuff. So I could probably keep the back as a, you know, what I used it for my sewing machine, and then I might stick something on the back of that, and that can be like a journaling card. So I'm going to use everything. Yeah, so I'm going to pick a nice bit of napkin, because that's part of our journaling process, and put a nice bit of napkin on there, and then sew around. I want to keep it. This was a bit of washi that I got from somebody when I bought this journal. Actually, she had that washi on there, so that was nice. Okay, so if I get time, I'll do that, which I should do because I don't think this is going to take very long. Okay, now what we need to do here, so I mean this is just really pretty easy. You saw how I used it, you know, it's nothing fancy. And I'm not going to do the back because that's going to be glued down. I will sew around that, but I'll do that once I've done this. So yeah, I've pre-stuck that on and utilize that. So what I would like to do is, these need little hinges. Does not take long for my room to become a mess, I can tell you. And I know you all can relate. Oh, here we go. It's my Auntie May's specimen things. They were awesome. They were a real great freebie that she had on her channel. Here we go. Now, I quite like that edge. I might cut it in half. This is just some calico. So, in order to make it even, I'm going to tear that as well. There we go. You never know what you might use that bit for. Maybe on a tag. And I love that look. So I'm going to have a little bit of that on there. So just with the Fabrifix. Now, once again, have to get it coming out. Once it starts flowing, it's okay. The reason why I think this might be coffee dyed calico. The reason why I want that on there is because it is similar colour. Oh, that'll be right. Cut it too short. It's all right. It's all good. Pull that down just a fraction. Similar colour to the frame. I said these were vintage frames. They're actually antique. These are from originals from the 1800s. At my father's place, my father-in-law's, who is a massive hoarder and has got lots of goodies. So I'm going to inherit quite a few lovely goodies when he passes on, which is not a nice thought. I'd rather have him than the goodies. But yeah, he's just been a collector of all that sort of stuff for years. Okay, I might cut this now actually. I mean, it looks great when it frays, but geez, it's everywhere. And I always save those because they're good for tag tops. Okay, so just do the same. Have that in preparation for when I've got to stick it in on the page. I'll stick it that way. It's a bit fluffy on the one side. Keep before that line. And I will put another bit on this side too, but I've got to stick that down, which that'll go up like that, and then I'll stick another bit on there. But I'll do that once I've put that into the book. So that's what this is for. So I've got to get myself a page, and then when that's flipped open like that, I'll put that down, and then I'm going to put because it's flipped up, there's going to be a space there, so I might just have a little card or something, and then that can be another tuck spot, because we need plenty of tuck spots to put all our memorabilia and bits and pieces. So just put these aside to dry. to look at. I'm going to just glue it on, I think. Now I'm going to just glue this with Fabrifix. This was an old recipe thing I got from the thrift shop. I thought perfect for making cards. I've made quite a few cards with big long tags with this one. So yeah, I'm going to just stick it on, and then I'll ink and all that kind of stuff around it later, and then I'll sew around this one too. This is cool because I get to make some nice ephemera with some of my pieces that I've got, some of my favourite pieces. It's actually really exciting making something for yourself for a change. Okay, stick that on. Okay. Now I'm just going to let that dry before I cut it. And what I would like to do is have where are they? None of you. I quite like that length, so pick that little piece, and how wide is it? Two and a half. Might go a little bit like that there. Want it too big. There we go. And keep that piece. Oh, I might as well stick it up there, at least I know it's going to be straight. Always save those little bits. Now, I might even sew around that, but I will do my inking. I so need a new re-inker. I need to get some of the walnut stain, the oxide. It's the only oxide I've got, and some vintage photo in the other one. Okay, actually I might use vintage photo. Just seems to be, it's a bit newer and a bit darker. I'm just wondering if it's too wide. Nope, do not use my fabric scissors. Yeah, that's a little better because that needs to be cut down yet. Okay, I'll do this in the vintage photo. Okay. Since I've got it out anyway, I'll just use this. Okay, that can go on there like that. See, you don't waste anything. Now, where are we? the edge of that one. Okay, there we go. Now we'll do some inking. And then I'll pause for a sec and we can sew around these babies. This will be the first time I'll be using my machine since I got it back from the fixer, which is good. Oh, that looks good. I like that. Nice. Can't go past 2 mulch papers. Now, what I'm going to do before I sew it is find that hole here. There we go. And grab a, what colour have we got? Actually, I don't mind that colour. I'm just wondering whether it's an alright colour. Yeah, that matches. Got quite a few of them and I don't use them enough. I always use the brown ones. There we go. Done. Okay. That way when I sew around it I know where that place is. Okay, so I like seeing the word the alphabet, so but I want it to be about there. So I'm going to sew around that and then probably stick it down, and then I could probably sew that onto it as well. That will work. And then I'll sew this too. Oh, I'll put that on after. I think that would look nicer on after it's sewed. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, back again. I just went and straight sewed on it, and then I thought, like, oh, I forgot about that. So I just sewed around that on the outside. So, not re-ink that again. So I'm just going to glue that down. Don't want to have anything too fancy on there because I want it to be flat. I like, if it was one that was going to be showing up a little more, I'd probably put a bit more fluff on there, but it's going to be in here most of the time, so I just wanted to use what I had. And show off the bits that are actually going to be seen. I think you do need to have it on both sides, don't you? Because it's going to be on. It's so exciting using my very first whale tail tab. Very excited. Okay. There we go. Beauty of these is that you can put these things in there, which is really great, but this card already had that hole. So I'm going to use, I think, something else that I got from Jeanette as well, and it's already got this in there, and I don't know whether I have the bird. I think the bird's probably a little bit bulky. I might go the, and rather than attach it with one of these, I like the idea of having it with the string. So there you go, Jeanette, you've been heavily involved in this heirloom journal. Okay. Want that to be it. That's going to be sticking out. Not too close, like dangling too much. Come on. Always do everything the hard way. No. Maybe make it a little closer, that might work. Sorry guys, seeing me fumble with this. There we go. Oh, it is tying a knot. You'd think it'd be easy, wouldn't you? But no. Okay. Oh, I want it to go that way. That was what I really intended. I might even tie a double notch just to make sure. Okay. How cute is that? I like it. Now, it's going to go in there. And then I can journal some information and all that kind of stuff on there. Have that sitting over the top. I like that. How gorgeous is that, eh? That's going to look really nice, and then that'll flip up like that, and you've got the butterflies going that way. So that is going to be one page. So you'll see that in the upcoming videos. And I think I still have time to do, I mean, I know it's getting close. Yeah, 22. But it might be a little while before I make another one, so I might get started on this. Okay. What I might do is give it a pause, and I'll pick out one of these so it just saves a bit of time. Okay, back again. I actually picked this one because Mum had these flowers in her bridal bouquet, and Susanna, which is who I'm named after, my mum, it actually means lily. So, and I found these little pictures of them when they were younger, which I might stick on there somewhere as well. So cute. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just put some Mod Podge on here. And actually, while I've got this Mod Podge out, I might even do the front cover after I finish this video, because I've got the lid out. Okay, hopefully it's up enough. So yeah, I really like, this was the button holder that held these buttons. So really nice. Now I've got to be really careful, and I'll put this on. That and try and get the air bubbles and everything out of it. Where's my little scraper? And I think put a coat of Mod Podge over the top. It'll give it a little bit of extra strength. And hold it down. So you've got to be really careful. I just did it too hard then, and scrape some of that off. Quite delicate, this stuff. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the Made in England. That's it. Oh, stay. Might wait until this is dry. Oh, good grief, I'm making it worse. Oh well. There we go. Wait until it's dry. I was a bit worried that it might come out a little bit too light, but because it is napkin, comes out quite transparent, which is really good. Okay, don't touch. So I may have to pause it and get the blow dryer out before I can do the next step. Oh, so pretty. There we go. I'm going to sew around that and ink around that as well. So that will go, because I've put, you know, the oxide on there. I really can't put anything like Mod Podge on these because, you know, Distress ink is sort of like water reactivated, and because this is a liquid, it will activate it. So I might just have those guys like that maybe on there, and then I'll sew around it. Okay, I will be back. I'm gonna dry this and I'll be back. Okay, back again. I've just Mod Podged it. I sewed. It did not like the sewing machine. I've dried it, and I like that you can see it a little bit on there, and I've just put Mod Podge on the back of this. I'm just going to put it on a bit of an angle. I really want to see. Okay. Hopefully that will glue down. If not, I'm going to have to get this trusty glue out. I think I may have to. Yeah, the Mod Podge was not working. Okay, so this is just turning some old ephemera into like a fancy photo mat, I suppose. That's what you could call it. Now I'm gonna see whether I want to put them here. If I do, I was going to have that on there like that, but I might not, because I sort of going to rough it up a little bit and then ink it again. They were so cute when they were young. They still grew up to be quite good looking adults. I quite like that, but maybe I might do that and that. Then I need something on there. Maybe a bit of lace or something, I think. What have we got? All sorts of fluff over here. Get out my trusty bag of goodies, wherever that is. Here we go. I'll put something underneath those. these down and close this up. Need something, need a bit of something. Oh, isn't that pretty? It's too white though. Needs to be something a little bit more like that. Oh, that's pretty. Gonna be using that in there. Never know what you might find in this lot. See, look what I say. So quick to make a mess. Oh, I like that. I like that the way that they're linked like that, which indicates a union. I like that. I'm going to use one of those. And then I'll just grunge it. Grunge it up. And then, what else we got in here? Just a little flower, actually. I want to put something underneath these. What do you think, peeps? And similar size. That should be torn. I always like it a little bit raggedy. Here I was not wanting to cover the flower and end up covering it anyway. Put that on the side there. Hopefully I'm up in camera. And then this one's probably a bit big, I think. Methinks. And a bit wide. Sometimes it just needs something plain. I'm wondering if I sew around that. Because I want to put their names on there. And then with this, see, something is too dark, too light. Good old ink will do the trick. And then I'm going to find a flower of some sort and put that on top of that. There. That's going to have this on there. Okay. Needs to be a little higher. Don't want it coming off. I love that idea of the two loops. That is cool. An union of my parents. And then I'm going to glue this on here. once again need to be up in frame. And this is probably taking way longer than what it should, but this is a heirloom after all. Need a bit of patience, hey? Now, do I sew around that? I think I should. Wondering if I sew around that as well. But it really didn't like it. The sewing machine did not like the thing. So cute. My gorgy parents. Now, I'll be back. I'm going to find a flower or something. Here, 36 minutes. Okay, back again. Found these vintage flowers. I was going to do the one, but I thought having the extra on there, so I'm going to glue these down. Helps having good pieces in your stash. Okay, and that, don't want to cover that hearty thing. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I wanted that one because it was had a bit more colour in it. I'll try on keeping it as flat as possible. And then sticking that underneath there. There we go. Needed a bit more colour. There we go. So you still see the union of the ring. And then that. And then I thought I don't need to sew because that brown on the edge looks like it's sewn. So I am just going to glue this down with my Fabrifix. And then I'll show you, I'll bring it up to the camera and show you a little bit more. Okay. That allows me room to write in their names, and I haven't covered made in England and all that kind of stuff. Make sure it's glued right down. These things can be a bit painful. They don't glue down these things. Probably from the era they got married. They got married in 1952. So there we go. Okay, well, bring all this up. Move this out of the way. And there's my fancy little frame made out of an old button card. And then here's that. And these, which I really love, which is pretty cool. Okay, no worries guys. Well, I will catch you in the next video. Not sure what that's going to be, whether it's continuation of this or I will do a little bit more on other stuff. I really like that. I mean, I'm not prone to orange. I really don't like that colour at all, but Mum, like Lily Mings, you know, she had lilies in her bouquet, so I thought that was really quite nice. But it's not just orange, it's reds and all that other colour. It's so cute. Okay, well, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.